think it was a couple of months ago, I saw, I think it was Story of the Year, played their Page Avenue 10-year anniversary, and they did like a mashup of Taste of Ink, Ocean Avenue, Q Without the E. I was looking at these songs and these albums are 10, 12 years old now, and you know, The Used, Taking Back Sunday, he's still selling out shows all around the world, especially Australia. Are you surprised by the band's longevity at all?
To be honest, no. I always kind of felt like we had a little bit of an edge over your typical, everyday, generic, we're trying to be the biggest band in the world band. We've always just been honest and written the music we love, and we got nothing to prove. We really never have, so it's not really a surprise that it resonates with your honest music fan. But at the same time, it's very humbling and very overwhelming that there's still so many diehard supporters. You know, we couldn't be more happy or excited about it. But
I suppose you've always made, it's all about the music for you guys, obviously. You wouldn't be here 12 years, 15 years later if it wasn't. You would have got some pretty big, lucrative and just big offers over the years that you would have knocked back just to make sure that, you know, you stayed true to yourselves, I suppose. Or was there a point where you had a fork in the road where you thought, well, we're either going to go this way and this could happen, and you know, you've gone this way where you are now?
I guess consciously, we've never really avoided anything that you might think that we would have avoided. I don't think we've ever been offered anything like a McDonald's commercial or anything that would really look like, holy shit, what are they doing?
What a bunch of dicks.
We have done things that we would definitely be completely against in premise. Like we've done some Fox News stuff for NASCAR racing, which is just like the opposite of our ideals. But I think that anyone who's hearing a used song or hearing a used message gets a certain type of message. It's about personal freedom and about standing up for who you are, and so
I think it's almost funny when things like that happen. You know, something you don't stand for, but when you have a song and that thing you don't stand for that means against standing for it, it's like it's so perfect that you have to actually think to get the answer there.
It's tricky irony.
It's amazing irony.
I suppose when I ask a band about their album cycle, usually you get the same cliches like the fans have responded, you know, blah blah. But do you reckon with this album the fans have really got the message that you were trying to get across? You know, that whole social justice and just, you know, the angle that you were looking for. Do you reckon they've really?
I think it's a really easy message to grasp onto, especially this time of the world where everywhere you look is another devastating story. So I don't think it's been hard for people to understand or even feel sympathetic towards the message. And what an amazing thing for us to be able to take ourselves out of the picture.
I think at least if one person gets it, then you're winning already there, you know what I mean? Because that one person will get their friends into it or something, you know? I'm not talking the songs and the music, but I'm talking the idea, you know? If that idea can spread person to person to person or fan to fan to fan, then that's positive.
We really believe in the subtleties of effects. I mean, a butterfly effect is a really cliche term, but I believe that every little thing we do is a force for a direction. And just like us sitting here talking about anything, we talk about the fact that the majority of people in Australia are for gay marriage and it's still illegal. And what kind of democracy is that?
Yeah, I suppose you really try and push your messages, but does it get frustrating that, I suppose, you take it all upon yourselves, I suppose? Is it frustrating personally to, you know, be trying to convey this message and all these things are still going on?
No, these will always be going on. I think that since the beginning of established society has been about a battle between one class of people against another, and it's usually the powerful people with money who get to make all the decisions and ruin the world for a while until the poor people rise up, and it's inevitable.
How has living in Australia had an effect on you?
I've noticed a current to the way the world works, and I feel like the United States has been so far removed and broken, and Australia's still in the lines of some really ethical and really important things like protecting small businesses, and which used to be the way the United States worked when we were growing up in the United States. We could still go to a local hardware shop, or there were still like local restaurants and stuff around when we were growing up. All that is the thing of the past in the United States.
Where you are, though.
True.
Where I'm at, everything's local, but I'm in a small community.
Yeah,
that's the difference. Yeah.
I think major. I'm
talking major cities.
Well, I'm just talking about the majority of the United States. You still have a lot of really special places, but it's tragic the carbon copies of each small town.
Subway.
The Walmart effect, the subways.
You get that here too, though.
Yeah, you get it.
It's
gentrification of the world could be happening everywhere, where they want to take out the local hardware store and putting the Ace Hardware or the Bunnings or whatever the big business could be. We think it's important to care, and the only way to stop these awful things is to be involved. So
just to get them gone.
Yeah.
You go down.
And it's tough because we can't do that in Australia.
You got to ship them in.
It's all the whole education leads to revolution thing, but it's a fine line as well, isn't it? In regards to, otherwise it could go too far one way. It's got to be a fine line, I suppose.
Well, I guess the thing with radicalism is that it sometimes leads more than nonchalance. Violence is a tactic that sometimes is very useful.
Speaks for itself, doesn't it?
I don't know, if things are bad enough, then people will do something about it. You see it happening in Ferguson right now. You see it happening all over the world, actually.
I think you spoke with us a couple of months ago. You were basically talking about the album, and you were talking about the iTunes effect and how they just rip $3 off you straight away and give it to some billionaire where, you know, it's not taken, I suppose, from you. Even in regards, I think you said that you wish all your music was free and stuff like that. Is that truly how you feel about it all?
Music is free. Our music is free. On YouTube, you listen to it all day long.
Yeah.
So instead of continuously trying to block up every hole in the wall where the water's trickling through, we want to just break down the wall and ride the river of love.